It's Katie. Obviously you know that because you're on my channel. I have had about 3 or 4 questions through in the last month or so about my skincare routine and my makeup routine, and questions, you know, how long do I take to do my makeup, and do I wear makeup every day, and what do I use in my skincare? So I thought I'll do a quick video to show you how low maintenance I've become in my old age now that I've got 2 kids. My routine has been drastically cut down. Still by no means am I a get up, shake my hair and roll out of bed and leave. I just look too hideous, but I thought I would show you what I do when I get 5 minutes. So I'm starting off with my moisturiser. So obviously working with Nucerity, I get my products every month. So I'm using, there we go, I'm not very good at this, Peptide Plus Moisturiser. I love this. My skin is no longer the oily mess that it used to be when I was younger. This is a beautiful oil-free cream, but really, really hydrating. I'm actually being a bit sparing with it because I've pretty much run out. I think I'm going to have to drain the tub. I used my Skincerity last night, which I peeled off this morning and rinsed off before I did the school run because nobody wants to see that in the playground. So I'm taking this all over. I'd actually already done my eye serum before I started recording. And then I'm going to take a couple of drops of this. This is Rejuvenating Barrier. So we don't have this in the UK yet, but I got one of my friends from Australia to bring it over when she came to visit me because she loves me, and it's beautiful. It's a water-based barrier. It's the most amazing primer for the skin. I adore it. I cannot wait until we have it. I'm just going to take a little bit more. I love the feel of it. It smells like honey. It's really good at protecting your skin. It's a really amazing barrier. So there we go, that's my skin all prepped. I don't actually wear foundation, so I'm going to show you what I do. The first thing I do, however, I do wear concealer and stuff under the eyes because I've got a 3-month-old baby. Actually, and do you know what, even before I had kids, I'm very hollow around my eyes. I'm also very, very pale, so I get a lot of darkness around my eyes naturally, whether I have enough sleep or not, which is never, but regardless. So I'm taking this is a corrector. So this is NYX Dark Circle, NYX, NYX, I don't know how you pronounce it, Dark Circle Corrector in the shade 02, which is light pale. It's a brilliant peach. I am not going to be fussy. I'm literally working that in with my fingers. So I'm working on a mirror. There's a mirror just behind my iPad. There we go, press that in, and what that's doing is that is just diffusing the blue, because I'm kind of bluey purple around my eyes. So I take a little bit on the outer bit here because I've got this big thick running vein that runs on my orbital bone, which is obviously essential, but it's a bit ugly. And then I take, that was my phone, a little bit of concealer. So again, I'm really enjoying high street makeup at the moment. I worked for a premium makeup brand for years, and as much as I still love that stuff, I still get a buzz from finding a high street bargain. So this is the NYX concealer. Not massively, it's pale because I'm as white as the driven snow, but I try not to go too light around my eyes because I don't want to turn a dark circle into a light circle. But you can see that's a heck of a lot fresher. There we go, just like that. I might take a little bit of concealer. I've got a tiny little blemish here because, like I said, I've got a tiny baby and I'm tired, and I tend to, some people rely on caffeine when they're tired. I tend to eat a lot of sugar, which is really silly, but because I know that it's not a permanent, it's not a good energy. It's something that I do when I'm tired, and as soon as I eat too much sugar, I get the odd pimple. I will double, triple roll this tonight to make sure that goes. A little bit on my chin maybe. That's it. So, because I'm not wearing foundation, I want to put a little bit of something on my skin. Like I said, this is not something I would be doing for the school run. I'm going out to meet somebody later on to talk about Nucerity. I don't want to scare her by rocking up looking like Skeletor. So I'm taking a little bit of a highlighter on top of my cheekbones. Nothing too shimmery. I don't want to look like a Christmas bauble, even at Christmas. Leave that to your Christmas decorations. You go a little bit of highlighter, very soft. I'm going to take a little bit of this cream colour pigment as a highlighter. And it's by Illamasqua. I'm not doing very well at showing you what I'm using, am I? I'm not a natural YouTuber, you see. And I'm just going to literally whack that under my cheekbones. I don't like to do too much of this. I'm pretty angular already. But I do like to accentuate my cheekbones. There we go. So I'm just going to let that all set in. Not going to powder yet. Now, I am thrilled to say that I've had some new eyebrows. I bought these. These aren't mine, but they're mine because they're tattooed on my face. This is microblading. So they've healed. So I had the first session in the middle of October, and then you have a touch up between 4 to 6 weeks later. So I had my touch up on Wednesday. It's now Friday, so they're still healing. So they're quite a bit darker than they will be, but they are. I'm really happy with them. Those lines at the front will soften. This is not because I plucked my eyebrows out. This is because I was not blessed with eyebrows. I have the most pathetic, faint, fluffy, sparse eyebrows, and they were naturally in really bad shape. They just literally do this. And I'm really pale with really dark hair and very strong features. So without eyebrows, I just felt like I was a nose in a wig. So I have my eyebrows now already done, which I'm thrilled about. Amazing girl called Tanis. Thanks, Tan, love your work. I'll put a link to her in my description bar. I've always wanted to say that. So that's why my eyebrows are already done. Massive time saver. And all I'm going to do now is just smudge a little bit of something next to my lash line. This is a number 7 smoky powder eyeliner. So it's like a little pot and a little stick, and I tap it off. And all I'm going to do is lay it on top. I'm not going to be precise because ain't nobody got time for that when you've got kids. And I've got the little one sleeping in a car seat outside the bathroom door, because that is how I roll. Okay, that's it. I'm not going for a wing. I'm not creating a flick. I'm just trying to look like I've got lashes, and you know, so that my eyes don't look like you know what holes in the snow. I've over tapped there, and I've tapped all the product back off the wand. Better luck this time. Press, press, press. Literally just following the line of my lashes, like I said. There's no need to be extravagant. This is where I do spend a little bit of time. I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to try and do this with no mirror. I'm going to use the camera so you get to see my mascara face close up. I'm just going to take this lash curler, curl these lashes. I use these lash colours in my kit as well, and people always think they're hilarious because they look like Pac-Man. I like them because they're nice and quick. I don't have time to spend pressing and holding for 20 seconds on each eye. And now I'm going to take, this is L'Oreal Full Slash Superstar, but this is, I use the fibrey end because they don't seem to do it on its own. I know in the US, I see some makeup artists, I see Katie Jane Hughes using L'Oreal fibre on all the time, but they don't seem to do it on its own here. I'm going to Houston in March. I'm going to stock up. Okay, so I'm coating my lashes. I'm doing this because they are a bit pathetic. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Whilst I wait for them to dry, I'm going to take, this is what I use for my base. This is, again, NYX. You know that we've just got that in my local Boots. And this is an HD powder, and literally all I'm going to do is buff that over. I just like the way, it just makes my skin look finished, because I don't actually like coverage on my skin anymore. I'm at a stage now where I really love my skin. I love the skin I'm in, nearly 40. 38, and I'm happy with it. You know, I'd like it to be a bit more tan sometimes, but I don't see sun, so how's that going to happen? I am going to take though just a tiny bit of bronzer, because you know, if the light catches me in a bad way, I could blind someone. This is one that I got probably about 100 years ago. This is actually like a tester, and it's Yves Saint Laurent, it's Poudre de Soleil Sun Powder #1. It's really, really light and fair. And I'm taking a big brush and I'm going to be really non-specific and just smush this to add warmth. I'm not contouring with it, it's the wrong colour to contour. I'm going to take a little bit down my neck because that is what's lighter than the lightest shade in the world? My neck. And then same brush because time. I'm going to take a little bit of blush. This is an old favourite that I rediscovered. And it's a pink. I've gone from using peachy blush to a pinky blush, just because. And it smells like raspberry sorbet, which is odd, but I like it. And again, I'm not carving anything with this, I'm just putting it on so I look a little bit less like I'm having some kind of panic attack because I've got no colour in my skin. And then finally, mascara. I don't use the other end of that mascara because it tends to work nicely for the first week, and then the dark end I find tends to just go really, really claggy. So I use one of my old favourites. This is Volume Flash by Rimmel. And I like it because it's super, super black. I might need my mirror for this. I'm just going to wiggle all the way through. Lash to roots. God, how is this 11 minutes already? If I knew how to edit, I'd chop some of it out, but I don't, so I'm afraid you're going to be lumped with all of it. Oops. Hello, baby's awake. Oh, she's so good. That was my oldest. The minute she woke up, she screamed. This one, she just chills out. She's just hanging out, waiting for mummy to go and get her. So because I'm not concentrating, I've smudged this onto my eyelid. But because I'm a mum of two, I don't really care. Because I would rather have mascara on my lashes and a bit on my eyelids and look like I've got lashes and definition than nothing at all. However, that's a bit of a big blob. So I'm much more professional when I'm working than other people, trust me. I'm going to wait for that to dry and then I'll take that off with a cotton bud. Now, let me make you laugh and show you. I'm following a new Curly Girl hair routine. It's called Curly Girl. There's an actual Curly Girl method. There's a book, everything. It is incredible. If you've got curly hair, I urge you to try it. I'm on a really amazing Facebook group called Curly Girls Co-Washing. I follow it quite strictly. So basically I have completely removed sulfates and silicones and heavy waxes from my routine, which means I no longer use this. I don't know why I've still got it. I'm going to get rid of that. I no longer use that. I did a final shampoo about 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago with Fairy Liquid or dish soap to thoroughly strip my hair of any silicone residue. Then I picked up and I use I use a silicone-free, it's my shower curtain, silicone-free conditioner to co-wash. So I use that big palmful and I use that to scrub my scalp, and then I rinse that out and then I condition the ends and I scrunch all the water in and I scrunch it in and it helps to form my curls. And as I'm doing that, the heat from the shower is helping that conditioner to penetrate my hair. And then I leave quite a lot of that conditioner in. Come out, I wrap my hair in a t-shirt, usually one of my husband's, and that's called plopping. And it absorbs all the excess water out. Then, yes, then what I do is I add a big ton of gel, like I was in the 80s. A big ton of gel. This is obviously silicone-free gel, and what it does is it forms a cast on your hair. And that cast locks all your curls in, and you diffuse it or you air dry. I diffuse because, again, time, and I like to get volume, so I diffuse it upside down. And it forms into like completely rock solid spirals. And then what you do when it's completely bone dry, and it has to be completely bone dry, I scrunch out the crunch. So I take my hands and I literally scrunch the crunch out, and you can hear it crunching, and your hair then turns into these amazing soft curls. Then when I have to sleep in it, I sleep in something called a buff. It's like a big, long, stretchy material. It's like a head condom. It's gross. But I'm married, and I put that and my glasses on and I'm really sexy, and that protects my hair. In the morning, when I need to refresh it, because it's not the big matted mess it used to be when I woke up in the morning, I take a water spray mixed with conditioner and I spray this on my hair. I've done a little bit of this already. And I kind of use my hand to calm down any frizzes. And then this is the magic trick. You're going to laugh. This is going to start rumours. You see that? That's exactly what you think it is. I know. I had to go out and buy it. And I had to explain very, very firmly, excuse me, to the lady what it was used for. So I take a little blob in my hand. I add a load of this conditioner water. I massage it in and I then scrunch that through the end, the curls. I'm just going to flip my head upside down. Boom. I can get 3 days out of my hair. I used to have to wash it every morning. Sometimes mix the KY in with my gel as well. And that's it. That's me getting ready. I usually put a bit of lipstick on in the car, either at the traffic lights or when I get there, or I just don't bother and I'm just cleaning up the blobs. But like I said, yeah, the baby. And that's it. That's what I do. Doesn't take this long because I don't usually talk to myself as I do it, and I definitely don't do this for the school run because, like I said, it's the school run. So, but I'm off to meet somebody now. I hope that's been helpful. Any questions, let me know, and if there's anything you want me to record, any content you want to see, if you think that I can educate you on anything, I can only try. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon, I expect. Okay, thanks, bye.